Welcome to The American Dream, a show now airing in over 50 cities across the country. We're heading to Texas, Arizona, California, and of course, your local neighborhood. We're approaching the end of January, hoping that everyone has kept to their New Year's resolutions to be happier, healthier, and maybe just a little bit wealthier.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
This week's show is about the wealth of health. But stay tuned, because first we hear from a real estate professional in your city. Let's listen to what they have to share this week.
Hey everyone, I'm Cassie Loyfin, and we are here today in beautiful Carmel Valley to meet with Scott Voak. He is a managing partner with Pacific Sotheby's International Realty, and he's one of the only San Diego real estate agents to have also been a former CEO. Let's go meet Scott. Hey Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Sure. So you have a bit of a non-traditional path into real estate. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay. Kind of the winding road into real estate. Grew up in the Bay Area, got an engineering degree from Santa Clara, went straight into high-tech sales and marketing. So did all the corporate training, game theory, negotiating, did all that kind of stuff. Didn't move to San Diego till '96. Okay. Also in the high-tech industry. But then I got a master's degree at San Diego State because I was a little bit bored on the evenings. As I was graduating, I got a call from the dean of San Diego State, the business school, asking me if I would interview for a job with Saul Price. And wasn't that interested, but I went anyway, and it was an amazing opportunity. I'm sitting down with probably the most brilliant mind in American retail marketing and merchandising. And I quickly realized that I was out of my league and I should jump at it. So I did that. He made me the CEO of a startup company in 2000. We made a couple acquisitions, and I went from being a sales guy leading high-tech sales attempts into Hewlett-Packard to being a CEO of a 40-person company trying to launch a revolutionary business backed by the guy who started Price Club Costco. It was an amazing transition.
That's quite the transition. Yes. And then we have this other transition into real estate. Why real estate?
Always loved real estate. The business with the Price family, combination of the dot-com bust and 9/11 killed that business. Chairman of my board had been a real estate developer. So I went to work for him doing land acquisition. And my technical officer at Saul's company, we both loved real estate. We'd banged around an idea for technology, and he'd been off on the side, unbeknownst to me, developing it, and he brought it to me and launched it. He went live, and he was number 1, 2, 3, and 4 on all the search engines for any real estate in San Diego.
Oh, so that must have generated a lot of leads.
The MLS was set up for agents to send 5 or 10 clients to get leads. We had several thousand people. We broke the MLS system. They changed the rules just because of us.
So taking your unique background into consideration, how do you feel that your experience as a CEO translates to what you do now?
Great question. 2 things. That would be marketing and negotiating. Marketing, obviously been through the corporate training and the game theory in high tech, but then just the opportunity to sit next to Saul and see how he worked. You know, he's a great merchandising mind, but the singular focus on the client of giving before you get. He always said, if you're not getting enough, you didn't give enough. And that really translates really well in real estate. It's don't just snap quick photos of $1 million house. Take the professional photos, take the video, use the TV like we do, and then spend the money to advertise it. This is somebody's biggest asset. $500,000 or $5 million, it's their biggest asset. It deserves your respect and your best energy. And the second thing is, once you start getting offers, negotiating. Real estate for some people is a business, but for some people it's emotional. They raise their family in the house, and you've got to bridge that gap because they're talking different languages. One is talking logic and dollars, and the other is talking lifestyle. And you've got to bridge that, throw on the top of it that you've got so many different cultures here in San Diego that all have different backgrounds in negotiating styles because of what they think is right. It's exciting, it's fun. Every transaction becomes different because of the people involved. The contract's 12 pages, it's the same contract. It's how you get through that contract and get people from the starting line to the finish line. And when you're representing the sellers, like we do mostly, at the highest possible price.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so what aren't you good at?
Paperwork. God, I hate paperwork.
Well, you should have some help with that by now, right?
That's Jennifer. She's awesome. And yeah, she comes into my office like, you screwed that up?
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm not good at paperwork.
All right. Goals for, the coming year on the horizon?
It's time for us to step up and grow a little bit. We've been at about the same size, one assistant, and I've got some offshore help. But been really focused on the family the last couple of years, and family's stable. Got my son, autistic, heading in the right direction. Now it's time to grow the business so that we can retire and enjoy San Diego instead of working so hard.
Yeah, you worked hard long enough. Thank you, Scott.
Time was fun. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed that last story, but there's still so much to see in this week's episode. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss what's coming up next.
Hello, San Diego. Thank you for joining me here in North Claremont. Today I'm going to address one of the most common questions that I'm asked as a real estate professional, and that is, what is an ADU? Can my property fit an ADU? Can you find me a property that I can put an ADU on? Or can you find me a property that already has one existing? So today we're going to go into all the ins and outs of the ever-changing regulations in San Diego on what ADUs can be and how it's going to be changing the infrastructure of the city and the housing that's here. It's the city's attempt to continually address a massive housing shortage that we have. So now they're loosening the regulations on putting ADUs or granny flats in the backs of properties. So today I just want to talk to you briefly about what that looks like, how we can find you those types of properties and analyze it for you as a consumer to possibly put yourself in position to take advantage of the city's new regulations. As we all know in San Diego, there is a massive housing shortage. One of the city's solutions is to greatly reduce the regulations on building granny flats and ADUs in the back. We're at a prime example of what that property would look like if you were to build an ADU in the back. As you can see, we have the front unit, which was the home that was originally on the lot, but where we're going to be spending most of our time is actually in the ADU, which is brand new construction in the back. To help answer some of these questions, today I brought you to a prime example to what a property looks like when an ADU is used to maximize its potential. I'm here in North Claremont at a property 5091 Roscrea Avenue, and this is a home that we bought as a single-family residence. Originally, it had about 1,000 square foot single-family home on it, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. We took the backyard, and it had enough space, it had all the proper setbacks, which is really important to understand, and we built an additional 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the back. So currently we're standing in brand new construction, 1,150 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And so now we have 2 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes on the same lot. And that is a significant benefit for consumers, investors, and developers alike. Today, I'm taking you through a tour of the ADU, which is brand new construction. This is the building that we built in back of the single-family residence that was in front. So this is the master bedroom, and this property is very unique for this area right now, but it is going to become increasingly more common as people take advantage of San Diego's loosening restrictions on building granny flats and ADUs. This is what the properties are going to be looking like. And so I want to talk to you briefly about how to find those properties, how to analyze them, make sure that you can build what you actually want in the back, and then how to best monetize your buying power as a consumer or as an investor. If you're curious about ADUs and whether or not building one on your property is the right move or finding a property that already has one, I would love the opportunity to be of service. You have to have a good knowledge base of all of the city regulations. You have to know all of the setbacks, parking regulations, proximity to transit zones in order to make this work out well for you. Also, functionality and design is everything. It determines whether or not your build is going to actually work out for you from an investment perspective. So you've got to have a good set of plans, your architect has to know what they're doing, and you've got to be able to create a space that you can live in and function well in as a family or as a renter. So if you're interested in these things and you would like more information about it, please do give me a call. I'm here to be of service.
Well, another beautiful day in San Diego. We're down by the water. Great to see you, Chad.
Yeah, you as well, Jen.
So we are standing in front of a really contemporary, cool building. Tell me where we're at.
Yeah, this building's amazing. It's one of my favorites. This is Bayside by Bosa. It's literally one of the top 10 condos in all of downtown San Diego. Let's go check out one of the penthouse residences. It's pretty special.
Even better, the Pinnacle. I love it.
Yeah.
We have arrived. Wow, Chad, when you said views, I had no idea that you meant we could see all of Southern California, and I think even Mexico over there.
Oh, isn't it amazing? From Point Loma to Mexico to the Coronado Islands way out on the Pacific and beyond, this place is amazing.
Incredible. I mean, very few places. All of San Diego has gorgeous views of the bay, but this is truly delivering the Bayside action.
One of the things that's nice about Bayside, though, is everybody in Bayside has similar finishes. So it's quality across the board through the whole building. Cabinets here, both in the bathrooms and the kitchen, all handmade Italian cabinetry in Florence, Italy. It's called Snidero brand cabinets. All Caesar stone quartz countertops, and then Viking appliance series. So when they went high end here, they really went high end. So the residences at Bayside vary widely. You've got 1 bedrooms plus den that are about 1,100 square feet, right up to the penthouse that is 3,200 plus square feet, and even 3-level townhomes that are exactly 2,000 square feet. So there's really something for everybody here.
It's just outstanding. Looking around, everywhere you look, it's luxury, the view, spectacular. What else does this building have to offer?
Oh, and you haven't even seen the amenities yet.
Oh, wow.
So the amenities here are fabulous. So one of my favorite things, you walk into a beautiful lobby, 2-story lobby, beautiful pool, large oversized spa. You've got sauna and steam, as well as the gym. Got to start the day with a little workout, a little sweat, get the heart going, you know. And then there's a theater room, which is cool too. So if you want to get your, get a movie going, get that bass going, really feel it, there's a nice theater room. You can go down and use that, as well as an amenity room with billiards table, catering kitchen, and you can have an event down there.
It feels like they've really thought of everything with the creation of this building.
Yeah, absolutely everything.
And you can't replicate these views. Can we see them a little bit more up close? I want to feel the fresh air.
Yeah, let's go check this out.
Wow, wow, wow. This is jaw-dropping.
Is this amazing? My favorite thing here is just sitting here and you can see the cruise ships cruise in, as well as you see like the aircraft carriers just glide by in the early morning or afternoon. It's so amazing for a nice sunset and a little sunset toast with a glass of wine or taking your coffee in the morning.
Wow, incredible. I'm so appreciative, Chad. This has really been, I love talking to you, but really I could have just come out here and just stared at this spectacular view all day.
I know, it's amazing, it's amazing. I'm so glad to have you here today.
Thank you. It's been a real joy.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from your local professionals. Up next, we head to the Texas Hill Country to check out a home that has plenty of self-sustainability for healthy living. Let's go meet Bobby Cortez.
All right, guys, welcome to 6777 Bear Creek Road over in Pipe Creek. Now, Pipe Creek is just 30 minutes north of San Antonio in the Texas Hill Country. Population is only about 9,000 people. So if you're looking for some peace and quiet, I promise you it doesn't get more quiet than Pipe Creek. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing my lumberjack shirt, which can only mean one thing. We're in a ranch. The ranch is actually a 77-acre ranch with a 2,800 square foot main house. There was also some detached quarters, a shooting range, animals, we got it all. So let's take a quick view of this property. Let's check it out. Come on. So here we are in the main house. Just because you're in a ranch in the country doesn't mean that you got to give up amenities. This has everything you would want in a home and even more. Very open floor plan, beautiful finishes. Let's check it out. All right, guys, here we are in the main house. As you can see, it's a very open floor plan. You have the high ceilings, the saltillo tile, the completely renovated and updated kitchen. You can see all the cabinet doors, the large island kitchen, brand new appliances, double oven. This is really perfect for large gatherings or cooking for large families. Let's go through the house. There's a wraparound porch. There's a lot more to see outside. Let's take a look. We are outside of the house. What's a ranch house without a wraparound porch? It's perfect for that morning coffee or even drinking wine at night. There's so much the outdoors have to offer out here, so let's take a look at it. Here we are at the fire pit, and fire pits are staple of the hill country. It's really a throwback to the chuck wagon days. Plenty of space for animals, right? It even comes with its natural alarm clock. There's no need to drive to town for eggs. You got them right here. So to go with your eggs, you also have your own garden where you can grow your own spices, your own fruit, your own vegetables. Perfect for your morning omelets. So even though the main house has 4 bedrooms, sleeps plenty of people, for those really large events or large gatherings, you have a detached cabin that sleeps an extra 6 people, even has its own bathroom. So 77 acres, there's a ton to do here. There's multiple feeders. They have a wildlife exemption, tons of wildlife. So for a shot at this place, give us a call. Call me on my cell phone, 210-454-8806. Oh, and by the way, it even comes with its own shooting range.
We all know that locally grown organic produce is the way to go when trying to live long and healthy. So on that note, we hear from John Little next as he shows us an organic produce farm in East Austin.
Shelby Lapine here with Priority Settlement Group of Texas, and I'm here today with John Little at one of his amazing listings right next to the airport. We're over here in East Austin, and this actually was the second location to Johnson's Backyard Garden. So this is a really unique listing that John Little has. Let's get with him and have him tell us a little bit more about this property.
Hi, I'm John Little. We're out at 9515 Hergots Lane. It's located between the airport and downtown off of 183 and close to 71. It's a commercial property, just a little bit short of 20 acres. It's owned by Johnson's Backyard Gardens. He has outgrown this facility, but he's still using it to clean his vegetables, basically a warehouse facility with a few other improvements. The cool thing about this property is it's unrestricted and it's fantastic location. We're in a 100-year-old oak grove. Back here we've got 10 acres of organic fields for farming, and still the facilities up front that you could run a business off of. Multi-use, unrestricted, great location. All right, folks, as we said, we're out at the new facility. The other property we were just at is we're selling it, and I'm out here with Brenton Johnson with Johnson's Backyard Gardens. So exactly what qualifies or what is organic farming?
Well, organic farming is growing food naturally. You know, I started out wanting to provide for my family. I wasn't thinking about being a farmer, and I wanted to grow healthy food without any kind of chemical fertilizers or pesticides. With the culture that we have in Austin, our customers demand healthy, locally grown organic produce.
Wow. Well, obviously you can tell we're in a greenhouse, and where they're growing sweet onions.
Yeah,
if you were here, you could smell them. But what other vegetables, idea, what all do you grow out here?
Well, we grow over 200 different varieties of vegetables. We're planting the tomatoes, all the different heirloom variety tomatoes we're going to grow, the cherry tomatoes, all of our sweet peppers, our eggplants, our watermelons. That's what we're planning for to get started in the greenhouse right now. One thing else that we do that I think is really nice for people in Austin is that we have a spring transplant sale. We invite our customers to come out to our greenhouse, and we sell transplants for people to start in their garden at home. The end of February and the first part of March is when you want to get your garden started in your backyard, and we go ahead and provide certified organic transplants for people in Austin and invite them to come out and see the farm. And it's a labor of love. It's a lot of hard work, but you know, when you're doing something that you feel like you're really contributing and doing good work, you look forward to coming to work every day.
Well, Brenton, we appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Up next, we head to Arizona to learn how they gather precious water from nearby mountains and some tips to maintain a thriving community. We'll hear about locally sourced water up next from Lloyd Fox.
Have you ever wondered how nearly 5 million people survive in the middle of a desert? Here in the Valley of the Sun, it's this wonderful resource that we don't get a lot of here. It's called water. Today's a rainy day. Next thing you know, we're going to be calling it a dry rain here in the middle of the desert. But the bottom line is, how do we take such a precious and scarce commodity in the state that we live in and not only survive, but thrive? I'm Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, the Fox Group, and today we're going to answer those questions. How do we capture all this water? How do we move it through the valley? Salt River Project, SRP, has over 130 miles of canals like this. These canals are like arteries and veins running through our entire Valley of the Sun, bringing us water every single day. These are the places that I love to ride a bike, I love to walk, run. You'll see people along them all day long. We are able to harness all the water that comes in off the mountains that are all over this beautiful city. We have a very different climate to the north. We capture the snow and we run it, all that water that comes off of those mountains, about 150 miles, to right here where it's needed most. And then it becomes about use. When you think about use, it really boils down to us. You, me, everyone in the community. A couple of tips for homeowners. Number one, make sure you're always keeping track of whether you have leaks. The less water you can use, the better off we're all going to be. But more importantly, just be mindful of this resource, this precious resource that we have, that to much of the world is something that they never get to experience. Water of convenience, water of cleanliness, water of drinkability. Let's go take a look at a house. Welcome to one of my favorite areas in the entire valley, North Central Phoenix. Pricing pressure continues to push up here because as the valley expands, the population grows. People want to get into the center of town. And this is a fabulous part of the entire valley. This particular place that we're going to take a look at today, a little over 2,000 square feet, quarter of an acre, but wait until you hear about some of the other features inside. Some of the things you're truly going to love about this place. Number one, they went way beyond the cosmetic. Not only are all the floors updated and look fantastic, but the things that you don't normally think about and don't normally see are the other hidden gems here. All the HVAC system and the ductwork has been completely replaced, maximizing the efficiency. The air handler has moved from downstairs up into the attic space, much quieter. The other key is all the windows. When you go to buy an old home, a lot of times the efficiency in the old windows loses everything. These are all dual pane, and there's much more in the backyard. Heated pool, heated spa, year-round entertainment. You know, if you're gonna have a pool or a spa here in the Valley of the Sun, why not be able to take advantage of it year-round? So thanks for joining me here today. Lovely house, North Central Phoenix. And like I said earlier, if we all act responsibly with our main resource, water, these neighborhoods will continue to flourish forever. Thank you so much. Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, The Fox Group.
Last but certainly not least, let's hear from Ryan SRAM in Orange County as he shares the benefits of outdoor walking and hiking in a beautiful outdoor landscape.
Hey everybody, it's Ryan SRAM. Today I'm here with my beautiful wife, Courtney, and we're standing at a place that's near and dear to both of our hearts. This is Calafia Park. And we used to exercise here and go walk the San Clemente Beach Trail, watch sunsets out here. And we're gonna be exploring today this thing that doctors say about walking. They say that walking can literally improve your mood, enhance brain chemistry, and improve your overall well-being. And in San Clemente, we're lucky enough to have 5 trail networks that span the coast, the canyons, and our hillsides and ridgelines. And we're gonna take you on an exclusive look at these trails today. So why don't you join us as we go check them out? Let's go. I love that smell. Desert sage, it just rained. This is one of my favorite spots because you've got the desert landscape, that smell mixing with the salt air. It's really the desert meets the sea and San Clemente State Park behind me. That's why I love this spot. So enough about my nostalgics and sense of smell. Why don't we go check out the beach trail? Let's go. So now we're on the San Clemente Beach Trail. This trail is 2.5 miles long. We're starting at the southernmost end and we're gonna take it north. And there's some really cool stops along the way. You've got San Clemente Pier. You can stop off for coffee or ice cream while you're there. Babe, what's one of your favorite spots on the trail?
I love when we start walking over the bridge towards North Beach and you can see the water to your left.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty spot.
We have seen some beautiful sunsets there. It's a good spot to bring your dog, or you can even ride a mountain bike on the trail. I think there was a guy on a mountain bike that just passed us, so tons of opportunity on the San Clemente Beach Trail, and just an overall great place to come after work and, like we talked about earlier, enhance your mood. So I hope you guys enjoy the San Clemente Beach Trail. we left the beach and we came up here to one of San Clemente's highest streets, Salvador. And behind us here is the Rancho San Clemente Ridgeline Trail. I told you guys that we've got ocean, ridgeline, and canyon trails. This one's a little bit more of a hike, so we're gonna go hike that first incline and we'll meet you guys at the top. Let's go. Whew. Did I mention that this was a steep incline? I think I'm gonna take a little halfway break right here and enjoy the view of Dana Point Harbor behind me.
Let's go, babe.
That's usually how it goes. She's kicking my butt. All right, back to it. All right, so now we're at the top of the San Clemente Ridgeline Trail. How you feeling?
Amazing.
Yeah, not too winded?
Nope, 100%.
Good, you're doing better than me. Anyways, this is a really cool lookout spot. Behind me, Dana Point Harbor, all the hills of San Clemente, Dana Point, and San Juan. Behind the camera, San Diego, La Jolla, Point Loma, 360-degree views. And from here, you can take this trail and go to Nob Hill, which is a really cool lookout point, central location in San Clemente. You can go to the dog park, walk your dog there, or take your mountain bike and hit some incredible single-track mountain bike trails. And we've been graced by a presence of the most beautiful rainbow. It's setting out over Camp Pendleton. Just an absolutely gorgeous view up here on top of this trail. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Today we looked at 2 of the 5 San Clemente trails, the Beach Trail and the Ridgeline Trail. And I think it's pretty safe to say we proved the fact that 10 minutes of walking a day improves your overall well-being. I'm feeling great. I got some endorphins kicking in. How are you feeling?
Great.
Awesome. So if you guys have any questions, there are 3 more trails that you can check out. Text me, call me. I'd love to point you guys in the right direction of where you can enjoy all that San Clemente has to offer. And I'll look forward to seeing you on my next episode. Take care.
We strive to bring you the best stories from across the country that embody the ideals of the American dream, and hope you saw something new and entertaining. This year is going to be bigger than last. We've got some pretty cool stories and big changes on the way. We would like to thank all of our viewers and our sponsors for helping us grow the show. We couldn't do this without your support. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and thank you so much for watching.